So Madueke has signed for Arsenal, and some fans are not happy about it, right? So he said, for a young 23-year-old English footballer to be vilified, bullied, embarrassed and totally stripped down at a time when you're meant to be celebrating a transfer worth 55 million. Yes, a young kid with a dream about to secure a 55 million dream move to a club of his desire, leaving a rival. I mean, it's just, I'm bored already. I'll say it again. At a time as a player, as a human, as a family, you should be celebrating. I just hope the people are closest to him and around him. It's just waffle, this. It's fine for fans to disagree with signings or decisions made at their football club, but the way some fans have publicly voiced their opinions and those who've gone a step further in publicly joining a petition for this player not to be signed by the football club is beyond me. I've never seen anything like this before and hope I don't ever again. Like I said earlier, just imagine this was your best friend, your boyfriend, one of your family members, your brother, your son. This, tell me, how would you feel? By the way, this isn't aimed at all Arsenal fans. It's just a small section who have become very loud, unfortunately. I just hope the transfer goes through and Noni Madueke rams all of this negativity back down the throats of these imposters. Whatever happens from here, good luck, Noni. Shut up. Absolute stupidity. This is like school sports day where everybody gets a prize. I cannot believe this guy, who is a legend of Manchester United, who wants to be a YouTube influencer, is now the definition of the Disney Channel. Basically, you're not allowed to free think. You're not allowed to have an opinion. Everybody needs to hold hands and do a circle of positivity. Shut up, mate. You missed the bloody drugs ban, a drugs test, and got vilified for it. You should know more than anybody that morals and you have been questioned. Like, you cannot do ChatGPT paragraphs about how people need to think. The world, Rio, is very different to the one that you're trying to create. Horrible things happen to people, like all the time. All the time. Grow up and realise that Madueke's going to make a lot of money out of that move to Arsenal, and he's walked into it with his eyes wide open. If Arsenal fans want to start a petition because they don't want a player, or Arsenal fans want to say, I don't think he's good enough to play for Arsenal, when he's a Chelsea player and you give him £52 million to a rival, they've got every bloody right to. What Rio Ferdinand is basically saying is that all of us should just stop. We should all bow down to the dictatorship that Arsenal have decided to buy a Chelsea player for 52 million. And what we should all do is go, oh, thank you, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Let's all listen to dictator Arteta and go, Madueke's great. This is opinion, mate. Absolutely opinion. I don't know what. I'm sure there's somebody on social media that's crossed the line about Madueke. I'm sure. You know, people cross the line all the time. But let's bring it back to Manchester United. So I don't want Calvert-Lewin. There's a reason. There's always a reason. I don't want Calvert-Lewin. If somebody starts a petition, right, we'll do it right now. 72% of you would still take Gyökeres. Okay, end the poll. Don't tell Rio. Don't tell Rio I'm doing this now. It's a petition, right? Do you want Calvert-Lewin? Now, some of you will be picking. Some of you will stick up for Rio's ChatGPT generated rant, but actually, the great thing about it is you can apply it to any player. So what's Rio? What Rio's actually saying is, you're an imposter. That's a strong word. You're an imposter if you say you don't want your club to sign a player. You're an imposter if you don't like your club signing a player that you don't want. You're an imposter if you say, I don't want my club to sign this player. An imposter, actually, it's called having an opinion. It's called real life. And I don't want Man United to sign Calvert-Lewin. Am I an imposter? Am I a bully? Should I be vilified? He's bang average. He's got bad hamstrings. We're Manchester United. I don't want him. There's a petition there right now. Stop telling people how to think. If you've got a problem with somebody abusing Madueke or Calvert-Lewin, do a screenshot and say this is not acceptable. Don't put everybody into a pot and say you can't do that anymore. Like I say, it's not the fucking Disney Channel. What are we doing in 2025? People are allowed to have an opinion, mate. They are allowed to. I remember 1998 when David Beckham got sent off. There was bloody mannequins of him hanging from bridges. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It didn't stop people booing and shouting about his wife for 9 months. Not acceptable, but it happened. But you know what? Maybe some people just said David Beckham should never play for England again. I think he's shit. Well, you can't say that. You're an imposter. Of course you fucking can. It's called an opinion. You change those opinions. Madueke needs to go into Arsenal and play well. If Calvert-Lewin comes to Manchester United, he better fucking play well and prove us wrong. But we're allowed to have an opinion and we're allowed to say we don't want it to happen. And I don't know what this nonsense is about, oh, thinking about his family, think about his girlfriend, think about... Well, no. What you're basically creating is some weak mentality bullshit that if the club wants to make bad decisions, we all must go, wow, he's a human being. He's a human being. He's got a family. So I can't say I think he's a shit signing. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I don't agree with it. People are entitled to give criticism of people. People are entitled to say, I don't think that's a good idea. People are entitled to say, I don't want that to happen. I mean, what do you think Spurs fans thought when Sol Campbell went to Arsenal? What do you think Arsenal fans thought when Ashley Cole went to Chelsea? What do you think Man United fans thought when Tevez went to Man City? What do you think we thought when Di Maria said Manchester was horrible and went to PSG? Did we think he had a family? No. No. I just think it's just... I don't like people who pontificate on how people have to think. It's just... It's annoying. It's annoying. And so is this rib pain. If I say... Look, the reason I mentioned that is because I absolutely will sign any petition not to get Calvert-Lewin at Man United. And he has got a family, and he might have a girlfriend, and he might have friends. But I'm still not going to not sign the petition. I'm sorry. I think he's an absolute no as a Man United signing. It's depressing. It's absolutely depressing. It's the same as like when it's dinner time tomorrow and you think you're getting roast beef, Yorkshire puddings, lovely gravy, roast potatoes, and someone gives you a bloody biscuit. I don't want it. If I see Calvert-Lewin playing the piano in a sarong with FHM staff around him at the unveiling, I'm signing out for the season, says Nick P. Do you think Erik ten Hag was making fees off players, says Manage? I don't know. It's a strong accusation. No, well, look, be careful. Rio's coming for you. 86% of you say you don't want Calvert-Lewin, and that's a petition. 86% of you lot don't want Calvert-Lewin. Be careful.